Is a lawn business a profitable business? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Is a lawn business a profitable business? And here's the deal. That's where I started out in my career. I sold outdoor power equipment for a distributor across the country, especially into Florida and the Midwest and whatnot. I helped grow business there for the dealers and then to the landscapers. So I helped a lot of landscapers, and I've seen some very successful landscapers and some not so successful landscapers. I mean, when I'm talking successful landscapers, I'm talking people who have 18 to 20 crews with like 2 to 3 lawnmowers. I mean, these guys are doing business well in their markets. And it wasn't all in one little area. There's successful lawn care businesses all over the world. So that's what we need to figure out. And if we're just starting out, what we should probably do is actually go work for a lawn business just to see how the mechanics function and how you cut grass properly, how you cut like trees and whatnot. We need to go and study that. We need to just go in there and understand it, because far too many people jump into a lawn business with cash in their pockets, or sometimes they take out debt, and they get over leveraged. And they start cutting lawns for like $20 a cut. They just kind of show up and say, I'm going to do $20 a cut. Well, that can be a problem when the market is paying $50 a cut. So what do we really need to do? Well, one, like I said, go work for somebody for a little while. Go learn how they do the business. Understand how they quote the business, why they quote certain prices, how they structure like compounding different services for customers. Because it's not just about cutting grass. People like to have plants and landscaping installed. And there's horticulture degrees that some people have because they have to understand the different environments and what kind of plants thrive in those environments as well, and how to take care of them. And if there's an issue with some of those plants, how to fix that. Okay? So there's also snow care that you have to do, which is plowing snow and salting in the colder areas like the Midwest and northern parts of the United States and Canada. Anywhere basically that it snows, there's that opportunity. So as a lawn care business, you can supplement the winter months, if you're in those cold environments, with snow plowing too to make more money. Now, I've seen a lot of landscapers in their businesses that are extremely successful. And a lot of stuff is done in cash, so they can actually go out and buy stuff instead of leveraging with credit. And here's the deal. There's a proverb out there. The borrower is slave to the lender. Remember that. So when you go out there and use a credit card that has a 15% interest rate or whatnot, and I know there's tons of them out there that say, oh, we'll give you 0% interest for 12 months. They're banking on the fact that after those 12 months, you didn't pay everything off, and they're going to jack up the rates so high that you're going to go broke fast. And there's nothing worse than a starving business person, because they undercut stuff, they cheapen stuff, and the service ends quickly. So we need to make sure that we're building our business successfully. So like I said before, number one, go work for somebody. Number two, understand your market. Is it a $50 per cut kind of market? Are there other services that you know how to do that you can offer to the same customers? Because here's the deal. When you pull out your customer bases, having tons of customers is okay, but there's a cost for every single customer. Now, if you can do more things for the same customer, so you're showing up to one location and working the whole day because you're not only cutting the grass, you're fertilizing, you're aerating, you're doing all the plant stuff, you could be doing like sodding and all that other kind of stuff. There's tons of things you can do for each customer. So I always talk about, you pull open that old file cabinet, you open up the file on your customer and find out what else you can do. That's why I have customer profiles, a CRM basically for every one of my customers. How can I add another tool to benefit them? If we do that, we're going to be more successful. Now, there's a landscaper down in Naples, Florida, And basically, he took his portfolio from hundreds of customers down to less than 100. And he was more profitable by doing that second thing I just talked about. He showed up with his crews and they would go work on the whole property, multi-million-dollar properties. Now, they were also very good at what they did. You're not going to land multi-million-dollar properties when you're showing up with a truck that's got rust holes in there and beat up equipment and you just started in the business. It takes time to build up those portfolios. That's the third thing. Don't get fooled into thinking that you're just going to strike it rich in a matter of a month. It takes time to get that momentum going. It's kind of like a big mill that was doing the water wheels. It takes time to get that to start moving faster and faster where it can actually generate like electricity and whatnot. So we need to make sure that we're not just thinking that everything's going to work out perfectly and jump in blind. It's kind of like jumping into a big pond thinking that it's going to be refreshing, only to find out that it's only about that deep, but you couldn't see because it was so murky. We need to make sure that we study the market and understand what's going on. Now, if you want to learn more about lawn care business, there's tons of companies out there. I suggest go work for them. I can also help you understand that as well because I have a good expertise in it. I spent a lot of years on the road developing that, helping landscapers and lawnmower businesses. I did all of that for my customers. Be glad to help you. Reach out, my contact information is below. And if this video is helpful, hit like, share, subscribe. Send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.